which chat it was. But I was just like talking in chat, and someone added me, and they're like, "Hey, how's the pizza going? Have you got any from last week's pod?"
Oh, they were tuning in.
Yeah, I was like, how'd they
I mean, but some people, you know what? I've been noticing this. A lot of people they don't watch. They might not tune in like while we're live, but people do watch the VODs. A lot of people watch the VODs for the Mystic Shot and tournament. I mean, of course, I always post SoundCloud and such, but you know, some people just literally just don't have SoundCloud, and I also have Spotify as well. But you know, some people literally just don't fuck with SoundCloud. So, but people want to watch the VODs, but to be honest, they literally, I think after like 3 or 4 days, they just disappear.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean, I wish, but what can I do? It's literally how Twitch built the system. Yo, why is Nick playing this deck? Yo, bro, I'm about to make a video on this deck and then you start playing it. Nah, I feel some type of way. That's crazy.
Yeah, gotta make the video while it's hot, man.
Sometimes it's the only way. Shut this computer down. Alright. Hey, what's this? Oh. Nothing. Just clear that. Every so often I have to like clear my my recorded videos, because if I don't, I will get them mixed up with the new and the old. So that's what I was just doing.
You don't rename them?
Sometimes I do, but sometimes I'm lazy.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Like say for instance, if I'm editing, of course, because that just makes my job so much harder.
I know.
Because yeah.
When I was editing, not the most recent video, but the video before, I guess the first video, my Zillion Echo deck got, I had to I resaved the project 8 times in. Whenever it's I don't know how this is gonna work, and it might ruin the whole thing. So I made different checkpoints for myself to go back to.
Oh, just to be sure.
Yeah, just so I didn't ruin something that I liked and not be able to undo it properly.
Yep, that is the best way to do it. Always save it. I learned this the hard way, of course. Always save it in the beginning, in the middle, when you're okay, this is decent, but I might want to make a few more changes, and then always save the final project.
I was thinking as even a whole new project. I was making a whole new file for it. I was being a little redundant there, but it worked out. No,
always save the final project, because it happened to me actually twice, where I was working on it. I was working on I think it might have been an episode actually. I was working on an episode, and that was back when our episodes were long and long and long. So I did a lot of editing. and a lot of snipping and stuff, and I just forgot to save, and my computer actually just turned off. I was
at that point, I'd be they're getting the whole file.
Yep. I'm not doing this again.
Yeah.
Oh man. But I think at the end of it, I just ended up going through it, shorthanding it a bit. But most of the time, I try to chop it up a little bit. But I've honestly, I found that it's kind of hard to put a whole podcast, like how we like to speak and stuff, it's kind of hard to put that on YouTube because a lot of people, I mean, they watch it. Like, say for instance, like Mastering Runeterra, but I've the reason why I find their content really, really good is because it's so many opinions that eventually you're gonna hear something you like.
Yeah, I mean, they have 2 different podcasts they do. They have the Runeterra show, the Mastering Runeterra podcast. They're just, I mean, they're full time, right?
Yeah,
they're going crazy.
They're good though. But I appreciate them because they're putting, because I probably was talking about this off air, but I mean it's not really too crazy, but I just appreciate them because they actually continue to put Runeterra like a step further. Like if you're looking at some of the things that they're doing, it's like it's kind of pushing content creators to like, okay, this is what we need to do. All right, so let's try to figure out how we can do this. Like, you know, because now I don't know if you've seen, but a lot of people are starting to create more tournaments for the deck for Runeterra, which is good.
Yep,
which is really good because Runeterra needs more tournaments for the scene. That's what's gonna make the competitive scene. Is if people like me and you just decide to make tournaments. Like, honestly, that's what's gonna make the competitive scene. Honestly, like, Riot can't do it alone. Honestly,
I mean, they could. They could.
I mean, I don't think they can. I mean, they definitely have been trying.
Yeah, they're a multi-billion-dollar company. They can if they want to.
I mean, but they've been trying. They've thrown so much money into the game. Like, actually, they've thrown so much money into the game. You don't think so?
No.
I mean,
there are like what 4 regions, and we've had what 5 seasonals.
Yeah.
And each one is $100,000 in total. Plus Worlds was 250. So
we're talking about like half of
$750,000. That's it.
Yeah, that's almost a mil. That's almost a mil, and it's only multi-billion-dollar company. Yeah, but they do billions in like revenue from League alone. Yeah, but Runeterra is still so young. Like, we're in infantile stages still. That's the issue.
I mean, that's true. That is true.
Like, exactly. Like, there are so many games, like, off the top of my head that most times they didn't start popping off, like, until year 3. There's so many games off the top of my head that I know is like, because it takes a while for the game to get settled and for people to start actually understanding some of the reasons why the devs make a lot of different changes. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I personally think Runeterra is probably the best it's ever been. And even I got a chance to talk to Enamor today, like before all of this happened and stuff. He gave me this super, super hot take, which when I was talking to him earlier, I was like, yo, this is so hot. Like, this is such a hot take. But as I thought about it, I was like, all right, maybe he's right. He was saying that Bandle City is, like, when Bandle City first came out, it was probably, and people didn't really realize, it was probably the best time to start playing Runeterra, because that was when Runeterra was at its most, like, what's the word he used? Not proactive, but it was the most, like, I can't remember the exact word he said, but he was saying like there was the most options. Like, you see how we have like mini morph. There was, I mean, now we have Vengeance at 6 mana. There was Will of Ionia. There's Homecoming. There's so many different like options that you have to different like different units. Before we didn't have that. Like, remember Fiora used to just win the game sometimes. Like, there was nothing you could do. You're just like, all right, well, I guess I'm just gonna take it.
And I guess.
I guess she wins. All right, Fiora's unkillable. GG.
Bring back 3/3 Fiora, please.
Like,
Bring
interaction. That's what he said. There's a lot of interaction in the game right now.
Bring back 4 mana Tri-Beam. Bring back 3 mana Fiora. Bring
health.
back. Yeah. Sorry. Bring back the 2 mana Moon weapons.
Oh
right?
my god!
I want all. Bring back.
Oh god!
Veiled Temple.
Please nerf Crescendo.
Please.
Only way I can ever see Aphelios ever getting his guns back to 2 mana is if Crescendum is like Crescend crippled. Like actually, like it's not a card. Like completely.
I think it was Sheeran the Mage came up with a great Crescendum rework. Ready? Here it is. You Crescendum. 2 mana, right? Because they'd all go back down to 2.
Uh-huh.
It summons a 0/1 turret. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then all the other moon weapons that you cast on it have a permanent buff on it. Like, it's a permanent effect on the Crescendum turret. Yeah.
Oh.
Tell me that ain't good. That's good.
I mean, that's pretty good, actually.
I'm like, that needs to happen.
And I mean, isn't that what Crescendum does in League? It summons the turret.
One of them puts a little gun on the ground. Yeah, I don't know which one. It probably is Crescendo.
I'm pretty sure it's Crescendo.
So good. Like the buffs on it are permanent. It fits like the Targon theme of the keyword granting.
The keyword, yeah. That sounds
such a good idea. I can't believe they didn't do it like already.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good idea actually.
And then we could get Sparklefly back. Then Eye of the Dragon doesn't need to be nerfed. We could get Veiled Temple back and Aphelios back, please.
I don't know about Veiled Temple.
Please.
Veiled Temple may have to stay the way it was. It was completely just busted. But
I need it.
Like, Veiled Temple is probably like the only card that you just said that I'm like, wait, hold on. I don't know if we could have that. That might be too much power.
The Grand Plaza.
Grand Plaza? No. Grand Plaza is fine. I didn't want that card to get nerfed. Honestly, I didn't. I'm so serious. I'm pretty sure I told you that even back then. I didn't want that card to get nerfed. I think it needed to stay the way it was because it literally, especially right after that meta, we had so many back row champions. Like, bro, come on, we could have Grand Plaza
exist because everything had +1/+1 in Challenger and would attack you twice in one turn because it was scouts. No, I'm not allowed it. So
wait. So you want to refund mana, but you won't give me +1/+1 in Challenger?
Yeah.
Yo, hold on.
Mana lets me play my cards. That's fun. You know what's not fun? Having your cool champion get dragged into battle when you don't want it to. That's not fun. And not only is it dragged into battle, it's shot by MF. Twice.
I don't know about that, buddy. I mean, when opponent refills spell mana with freaking oh my god, what's the name of this freaking card now? The card that got nerfed.
Temple?
No. The one that whenever you prank something, it makes another copy of it. I forgot the name of it. Shellfolk, yes. Oh. That with Shellfolk is freaking disgusting.
Yeah,
Veiled Temple.
Let's make that busted.
No, yeah. Veiled Temple with Shellfolk is absolutely disgusting. Like, that will literally take Runeterra. That will be a tier actual. Because I don't think up to this point, I don't think Runeterra's actually had a tier 0 deck. That will be a tier 0 deck.
Trolling. You're actually trolling.
Okay. TF Aphelios was definitely no. I think that's definitely there.
All right. Yeah, I can agree.
Twisted Fate, Fizz. was another one that was like, it was getting there. It was getting there.
No, TF Fizz was absolutely tier 0.
No, it was getting there. It was getting there.
No. You're only saying it's getting there because the other strong deck at the time was TF Fizz. Or, sorry, TF Aphelios. They existed at the same time.
Yeah. This is true.
And the only thing that was, like, kind of keeping back TF Fizz was TF Aphelios. And even then, not really, because people were like, I'd rather just play TF Fizz. So, TF Fizz, Aphelios TF, we got a couple more.
Really?
We won right now.
That's not a tier 0 deck.
You're telling me when 18 of the top 20 on the ladder are playing it, and one of them, I'm not sure because it doesn't tell me what they're on. 18 out of the top 20, that's not going to be tier 0 for you?
I mean, Ari Cannon is definitely a really good deck, for sure. I don't think it's tier 0. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay, my definition, and maybe I just have a Yu-Gi-Oh mindset, right? My definition of a tier 0 deck is literally almost or no counters to the deck. Like, completely. Like, there's absolute, like, even played well, like, on both sides, there's absolutely no counterplay. And you're just like, you're just stuck. Like, it's just a must. Oh, Ezreal. I mean, not Ezreal. Freaking Azerolia. That I also marked that pretty close to a tier 0 deck.
We've had 4.
I don't think
the same, like, Ari Cannon just loses to the same thing that Azerolia did, and it's just like straight up burn. But now we have that kind of cool Kindred Sentinel deck that seems to be doing well into Kenanari right now. So we'll have to see. But other than that, it's just like Elise and like Rally Poppy, it looks like, and that's it. I guess FTR is doing fine into it. But like speaking of more tier 0 decks, how about Gohard? TF Gohard.
Gohard was not a tier 0 deck.
Yeah, I think maybe I'll give you it being close.
It was
pretty
close.
How busted was Twisted Fate back then?
Completely.
3 out of these 5 we're talking about.
Like, I don't even understand what they were even smoking when they came out with TF the way he was.
Oh, he was so good.
He was freaking broken. What do you mean?
Yeah, so good.
It took I'm just thinking about it. It took 3 decks for TF to finally get hit.
Mm-hmm.
It took 3 broken. All these decks were either top of tier 1 or absolutely tier 0. And it took all of that for TF to finally get nerfed.
Yep.
That's ridiculous, actually.
TF was nuts.
For sure. 100%. Oh, man. That's a whole conversation in itself. I'm not going to hold you. We should tag team for a video for that. No lie.
I think we just made it. I think we're secretly, I don't think we've known it, but I think we're like halfway through this podcast. Welcome to episode number 59, by the way.
Good thing I pressed the record button.
Oh, we download BOD, easy peasy. We just download it.
Literally
easy.
Trolling. Literally trolling.
How do you stream and record at the same time?
Oh, Streamlabs. Streamlabs.
I've honestly never tried. I'm shocked it lets you.
Yeah. I can start my stream, end my stream, and then I can also record it straight to my desktop.
I feel like my computer would try and catch itself on fire if I did that.
One of these days, we gotta talk about what kind of computer you have.
It's like 5 years ago, it was like a high-end PC. But that was 5 years in the past.
Yep.
And now, man, computers are so expensive. I
They
want
are.
the new one so bad, but like, it's not like I'm rolling in that Twitch money, you know.
Facts. No, yeah. I'm not blaming you. For sure. Honestly, I have this computer that I built, and I'm gonna keep it for a while.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get started. Actually, damn, what are we gonna talk about? Like, I feel like we just talked about so much now.
Yeah, I mean, we should download the bot. I mean, quality content.
Alright. I mean, we could definitely talk about Ari Kennen, how retarded it is. I mean, what more do we need to add? I think we can. I think top of 20 in Masters speaks for itself. Honestly,
I think so too. I think you're now convinced. I'm glad.
I was already convinced. It's just,
Were you?
I don't think. Okay, and this is why I say that I personally don't think it's a tier 0 deck. It's definitely tier 1, top of tier 1 for sure. Like, I won't argue with that, of course. But like I said, I think it's because I have a Yu-Gi-Oh mindset that I'm so used to like tier 0 being completely just broken. Like, actually.
It has a 61.5% win rate.
You said it has a 61.5 win rate? Wait, is that on Runeterra AR? Or Mobility
tables on Master Runeterra, but I'll pull Runeterra AR.
Oh, okay. I know last time I looked on, thank you for the follow, K Felt. What's poppin'? What's going on?
Runeterra AR has it at 57.4.
57.4. See, that's not bad. That's not bad. Anything over a 59% win rate is coming close to tier 0 status. 60% win rate is tier 0 status. Like, actually. 60% win rate is tier 0.
It's depending on where we're getting our data from. Right, let me check Mobilytics.
I think I checked Mobilytics yesterday, but it could be different today.
Yeah, it's so good. And it's good, and everyone's trying to beat it too. That's the second thing. But
True.
when it gets nerfed, my Pantheon gets even better.
Hell yeah. Pantheon
Pantheon's
gets way
nuts.
better. No, Pantheon's really good. It's just Kennen Ari is holding it back hard.
All right, in Master, according to Mobilytics, Kennen Ari has a 59.9% win rate. Sorted by Master.
Yeah, that's absolutely disgusting. For sure, that's absolutely disgusting.
In gold, only gold though, it's 61.6.
Sheesh.
And yeah, as you get lower in the ranks, it gets even better. But in Master, 59.9%.
That is a sheesh and a half. Wow.
You know what deck I miss?
What deck?
I never thought I would say this. I miss, like, Jinx Straven discard aggro.
Bring Rummage back to 1 mana Copium.
Yeah. But are you going to play Jinx or just going to play Scion if you do that?
I'll play some Jinx for sure. Honestly, that nerf was a lot bigger than people probably initially. I mean, it was definitely big nerf, but people was just like, "Oh, it's the same card." Like, not really. That 1 extra mana is like a big deal. Yeah. All right. All right, let me start this. Let me actually start the podcast. Yo, oh my God, I'm trolling. What is wrong with me? Anybody that's here for the pre-show, yo.
Download the font.
Yo, though he always says the pre-show is legit. Like, he
It's
always says
actually,
that.
like, maybe better than the real show. can we just get in here and start talking about whatever's bothering us?
I mean, isn't that what a podcast is for? Like, nah.
Yeah, I think it might be.
All right, let me start it.
All
All right, I'm gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Mystic Shot Podcast, episode 59. Me and Doey here, sitting here. We were talking about a whole bunch of different topics. Main one being Ari Kennen, obviously being definitely on the crisp of being a tier 0 deck because of how many people are playing it in Masters right now. But before we get into that, of course, I gotta hit you guys with all the ads. Of course, I got to. I'm sorry, guys. Me and Doey are definitely trying to come on the up and up a little bit. You know, we gotta put on the advertisements. But all jokes aside, tournament every single Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I mean, if you want to catch the Mystic Shop Podcast live, we do it every Wednesday. We try to start at 8:30. Never start at 8:30. Probably end up starting at 9. But you can come at 8:30. See the pre-show. And we definitely talk about some amazing Runeterra content. Doey also has a YouTube channel, so his links will also be down below. So check that out. And then of course my YouTube channel. So go ahead and check that out as well. Did you have anything to add, my friend?
Oh, I was just thinking about how when we were talking about Ken and Ari in the pre-show, I was mentioning in Masters, according to Mobalytics, it has a 59.9% win rate, and it's kind of fitting because this is episode 59 of the Shop Podcast. So, I think it's, I don't know. There's some sign from above coming here.
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, I think we definitely were the ones talking about the meta, how once the dust settled, right? Once we played with all our new toys, that Ari Kennen was still gonna be the best deck, and we are here. We are like, what are we? 2 weeks in now, or no? We're 2 weeks or 3 or 1 week.
It's feeling like 3, so I'm gonna call it 3.
3? All right. So we're 3 weeks in.
4.
The dust is settled, and now Ari Kennen is the best deck right now. Yep. I mean, Doey pretty much told me this was coming because, I mean, it didn't get hit almost at all. I got really taps on the wrist, and you know, deck needed to be touched.
Yeah. So Ken and Ari's just kind of been shaping the meta. It has 3 different variants you could play.
Mm-hmm.
Actually 4. You can splash the Absolver, you can splash Might, you can splash Go Hard, or you can not splash anything.
Facts.
You can just go pure Ionia if you want, or if you want to be a memer, you can even put Sunk Costs in your deck, and it's still pretty good. You can hit rank 1 on the ladder with Sunk Costs in your deck, because the shell for Ken and Ari, those core 37 cards, are just too good.
Too good, actually. Like, they're just... It honestly, and I think I might have said this in one of the videos. I don't think I've put it out yet, but in the video I definitely was saying, like, the shell, like, a lot of shells in Runeterra have been this good, but they usually get nerfed before they're like this good, where, like, because mashed together. Because this is what I was thinking. Individually, each card in the Ari Kennen deck, except for probably like Ari and like maybe some of the tools like Twin Discipline, is like good or like really, really good. But like put together, they're just like, it just takes it to a whole different level. Like, honestly. Give me 1 second. Someone's knocking on my door. Was it? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That was my neighbor who's knocking on my door. My girlfriend had a package. But yeah. We bring up his mail as well. But where was I? Oh yeah. Ari Kennen being a completely broken deck. But pretty much, I mean, we pretty much were able to figure all this stuff out about like Ari Kennen being the best deck because we looked at top 20 of matches. I think we did it yesterday on stream as well. But it hasn't changed. Nothing has changed really. I think maybe one. Actually, I lie. Actually, I lie. One additional person actually is an Ari Kennen lover, Ari Kennen supporter. So it's not 17 anymore. It's actually 18 out of 20 in Masters are Ari Kennen players now. So I mean, but can you get mad at them? Like honestly, I think I said this in the video. Well, like you can't really get mad at them because they're trying to play the best deck.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I mean, people who are competitive just play what wins games, and if you want to win games on the ladder, play Kennen Ari.
Yep.
Unless you are going up against the Kindred Sentinel deck, unless you're going up against Field of Rush, that's like heavily teched for it. Then you're probably heavily favored to win. No matter what other deck they're gonna bring, unless it's the Sentinel deck, like I just said, Field Rush, or maybe a burn deck like Spider Burn. Other than that, you have at least even, if not very positive matchups into pretty much everything else. So definitely still would recommend playing Kennen Ari if you want to climb. Although I do suspect that it's going to get hotfixed. I thought it was actually already going to be hotfixed this week. But perhaps before the end of next week, I think it's going to have to be addressed. It's too much.
Yeah.
It has to be gone before seasonal.
I mean, that's the hope. That's the hope, right? I mean, I hope they do hit the deck in some kind of way before seasonals, because if not, there's going to be a lot of mirror matches.
Yeah, honestly. And if you're afraid of the mirror, if you want to beat the mirror, you should play the Go Hard variant. The Go Hard variant is very good into the mirror. So I think that version will be very popular in seasonal if it doesn't get touched until then.
Yep. No, I agree with that 100%. The Go Hard version pretty much is able to put them on the clock, especially once you draw your Go Hard. So it's probably the best way to counter the deck. And probably when it comes to all the different ways to play Ari Kennen, it's probably the more superior of the four. But all in all, I think Ari Kennen definitely needs some kind of changes for sure. Hopefully, like Doey said, hopefully there's some kind of changes between maybe this week or next week, or even if not changes, maybe some kind of address of like why there are no changes or like something, because the deck is way too strong. And in current iterations, I mean, we like, a part of me also can't get too mad at Riot because they have hit this deck. They've hit this deck actually in a few different ways. Remember, Drop used to have a tune.
That's way before Kennen came out.
I mean, but they knew though. They already knew Kennen was already a card coming out. They already knew Ari was already a card coming out.
Yeah, so the whole reason why I think Dancing Droplet got nerfed when they did is because they planned to nerf Dancing Droplet when they were releasing Kennen Ari. Because like they had to have known that it couldn't be okay. Like, unless they just don't play the game at all when they're developing it, which I refuse. So they're like, all right, we're going to ship Droplet with a tune, and we're going to nerf it at some point before re-release Kennen Ari. And then when they realized that the Zero Value was broken, they're like, oh, well, we're going to Dancing anyway, do this and see what happens. And obviously it wasn't enough. That's my guess of what happened, like, in their meetings. I think that, obviously, I don't have any inside knowledge. I don't really know anything, but I could definitely see that being how the conversations kind of played out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, for sure. But I mean, I could definitely see the conversation being like that. But they've hit, like I said, a tune on Droplet. They've also hit the landmark. They also hit the what you call it, the 4-mana card that I literally just forgot off the top of my head. I literally have Runeterra open. Why am I not looking? What's the name of this card? Oh, Kinku Wayfinder. Yes, they also hit Kinku Wayfinder as well to only summon at least one different 1-drop. So it can't summon like double cannon or double droplet. It can only summon one or the other. So they did hit this.
Buff the deck, by the way.
You really?
So it made Ken and Ezreal worse. Absolutely.
Yes.
Because Ken and Ezreal didn't want to run droplet anyway.
Yeah. But it made Ken and Ari really good.
One cannon come out from Ken and Ari and a droplet come out, I think is better than getting 2 cannons.
I agree.
So that might have accidentally made Ken and Ari better, but it definitely killed Ken and Ezreal, which I'm glad they did.
Yeah, no, that deck was honestly. I mean, of course, I don't mean to call out anybody, but I kind of have to because he was like playing it OD. Of course, BBG they didn't really like it when they nerfed Wayfinder, but honestly, that deck was way too strong. Like that deck was toxic because you could literally level up Kennen. I mean, you could literally level up Ezreal in one turn. Like, that's ridiculous.
Then, it was not okay. So I'm glad they took care of that. But
yeah, for sure.
Now we have Ken and Ari. Best deck in the format has kind of 4 different ways you can play it if you want. Hopefully it gets nerfed. Other than that, any decks kind of jumping out at you outside of Ken and Ari?
I think underneath, and this becomes like the issue of like really strong decks and like the rest of the meta is like because you're seeing this really strong deck so much, you don't really know what the rest of the meta even looks like. Isn't that crazy? Like, isn't that crazy? Like, of course there's Poros, right? Of course. And there's Sentinels. And there's
Poros exist anymore.
And there's also like Burn as well. I've been hearing some people kind of trolling, playing Deep as well. But all in all, like the meta is kind of like, I don't know, like the meta a meta without Ari Kennen is probably gonna look very weird, and it's gonna take a long time to actually understand what that meta even feels like, because Ari Kennen is just like gripping the meta and saying, all right, are you beating me? No? So I got a 60% win rate. What you trying to do?
Right. Yeah. So my bold take is going to be when Ken and Ari gets nerfed. Right? When that gets nerfed, we're going to see Shyvana Pantheon's win rate skyrocket for probably a week before people adapt to it. Mm-hmm. And I also think we're going to see Zillion Xerath. I think Zillion Xerath is going to be popping up. Xerath catching the buff pretty recently. Is being played a little bit right now. It's not terrible into Ken and Ari, but it's definitely unfavored. And it has decent matchup spread kind of across the board. So I think Zillion Xerath might be poking their head out a little bit here in the next couple weeks.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I could definitely see that. Do you think there's a chance that Ashe comes through with the little furries and freezing the meta?
I think Ashe can maybe. Actually, I think I'd have to check. It seems like Ashe should actually be pretty good into Ken and Ari because she can freeze Ari and prevent the strike from happening. But I guess Twin Disciplines and then she can strike again. So,
yeah.
I don't know. It really depends on how good the go wide strategies are. Ashe frostbites are expensive, right? If you want to frostbite any unit you want, it costs 3 mana. And when Bandle City can swarm you for 3 mana they could fill their board, or 4 mana they could fill their board, or whatever it is, that Frostbite becomes very, very expensive to only block, 2 or 3 damage.
Yeah.
So I think it's really dependent on where Vandal City's at.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I think Ashe is a pretty cool card. And I'd hope she comes back. I mean, I really liked Ashe Marauders when that was good for a little bit. Ashe LeBlanc, Ashe Sejuani, all my kind of style mid-range stuff. So it'd be nice.
Yep. No, that those decks were obviously pretty cool. I mean, we also have. I mean, Plunder's not dead. It's just it did get hit in a few really, really big ways, but the champions. Well, Gangplank did get hit, but Gangplank's still really good, and Sejuani's still broken. So, like, all we need is not Kenanari, and we're probably fine. We're probably chilling.
Yeah, I expect it'll come back at some point. I'm not sure when exactly it'll come back. Maybe if Sivir comes back in a big way, then Plunder can come back again. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you said, without Ken and Ari, the meta definitely, in its whole, will shift around. I think Kindred Sentinels will go back in the box, because that's being played to beat Ken and Ari right now. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it's a wild world out there.
Yeah, I think a world without Ken and Ari is gonna look a little weird for a little bit, because we're gonna be trying to figure out, like, all right, what's actually really good. Mm-hmm. I mean, like you said, Shyvana Pantheon is actually a really good deck, even without Ken and Ari in the meta. That's a really good deck. Also, Yordles and Arms. That's a really good card.
Yeah, Yordles and Arms went away for a bit, almost the whole season. Now it's coming back, and turns out having a board full of like 7/8 is pretty sick. So it's also, I think, coming back kind of in a response to Ken and Ari. Mm-hmm. It'll be interesting to see if it stays around for a bit. But it's definitely back right now. If you want to play Yordles and Arms, I think it's definitely a good deck to go for, even with the Vandal City Mare getting nerfed.
Yeah, for sure. Because you can still kind of like just go. You're still on this go wide strategy where you're playing things like Flame Chompers to just make your board as wide as possible, and then you play this crazy card called Yodels and Arms, and you make your board so big that your opponent has to block, or they just die on the spot. So it's like you have elusives, only you're just big. So, all right, we did it.
Yeah. Yeah. You know a deck that I think is actually pretty busted?
What?
But no one's complaining about it because there are too many other things to complain about. Darkness.
Yo, I thought it was just me.
Really good.
Like, Darkness is kind of toxic with Minimorph and freaking Vengeance. Like you actually just can't stick a card against that deck.
Yeah, I think Darkness is...
It's on the crisp.
You're in a big way. Part of its popularity is that it's only slightly losing to Ken and Ari, so it makes it for a good ladder choice if you don't want to be weak to Ken and Ari. Mm-hmm. And it just kind of beats a lot of the mid-range stuff and can outgrind a lot of the control stuff. So Darkness, I think, is a really good deck to be playing right now. So I think on my radar for what might take over the top spot when Ken and Ari goes, I think Shyvana Pantheon might be number 1. And then shortly there behind it, Vagar Senna, and my dark horse will be Zillion Xerath.
I gotta play that Zillion Xerath deck that you keep talking about. I gotta try it a little bit.
It's fun.
It's hard. I've seen Roji playing it for sure.
Yeah, Roji described it as for half the game you're playing Talia Malphite, and then the second half of the game you're playing Pantheon. And it kind of feels like that because the beginning of the game you're playing all the landmark cards, and the later stage of the game you're playing the arsenal, right? So a big boy with a whole bunch of keywords on him.
Oh wow, you're like, okay, well, Here's all my keywords. You deal with it.
Yep. Oh, you know what interaction I learned today, by the way?
What?
If you have 2 Pantheons on the board, and you level them up, only one of them gets the extra keywords.
Huh?
Yeah, I lost the game to that today. I was quite upset.
Wait. What?
So, my Pantheon
Wait, how?
was at 4 out of 5.
Uh-huh.
It got entombed by a Frozen Thralls player.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I have a second Pantheon and a gem in my hand. This is going to be sick. So, I play my second Pantheon. Round ends. I open gem, level up my Pantheons. I'm like, oh, let's see how many elusive Pantheons can I have. And only one of them gets the keywords.
That has to be a bug. That has to be a
I don't
bug.
know. I don't know.
Wait. So both of them, but yeah, they both leveled up. So how did they not both get keywords?
I guess the theory or what I've heard from people that I've discussed it with who don't think it's a bug, even though it definitely feels bad, is that only the first one, the one on the left side of your board first, levels up, and the second one just transforms into the level 2 version, but doesn't actually level up, so he doesn't get the keywords. And I'm like, that doesn't feel right to me.
So wait. Hold on. I gotta read Pantheon now. Does he get the keywords on summon?
He gets them on summon. It's when I'm summoned or when I level up.
So it's a bug, 100%. It's a bug, 100%. He should definitely
I'm like
get
90%
the keywords.
Sure that he should get keywords.
Yeah. They should actually roll different keywords. So like, if you use the gem on one of them, obviously one would have an increased attack, but the other one wouldn't have an increased attack. It just would roll keywords.
You would think. Turns out that's not true.
Wow,
That's how it works.
That's nutty,
Right.
actually. Wow, yeah, that's something to keep in mind. It'd be those little things that would lose you the game, though.
A little thing? I think missing 5 keywords was a big thing. I lost the game because of it.
You had a vanilla 5-3 on them.
At my work, at my job.
Oh, okay.
I almost threw my phone across the room. I was so angry.
So wait. So you had a vanilla 5-3 on the board?
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I think ironically, no, I had a 6-3 because it was the one I gemmed.
No, that's a bug. No.
I'm like 99% sure is the one I gemmed.
No.
I gemmed the one that was on the right.
No, that's a bug. That's
Yeah.
100% a bug. No, there's no way. That's a bug.
I had to get checks left to right. It was awful. It was awful.
Dang, I wish I had a
Keywords
clip
I
of
didn't
that.
get. I didn't get lifesteal. I didn't get scout. I didn't get elusive. I didn't get quick attack. Oh man, it was so bad.
Wow, it trolled you. Wait, were you streaming? Oh yeah, you just said you were working.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, that's crazy. I wish I had a clip. Just to show right. Like, look at these bugs you got in your game. Like, come on, you lost me a game, bro. Can I get my LP back?
Yeah, I know, right? I'll take 40 LP, please.
That's crazy. All right. I feel like that's pretty much all we wanted to talk about this episode. Riot, please nerf Ari Kennen. I'm just gonna sum up everything we said. Riot, please nerf Ari Kennen. Please allow the meta to stop being stranglehold by this deck. I know there's 4 different ways to play the deck, but hopefully the stats tell you that this deck's freaking broken. Maybe keep Darkness on your radar. It's not broken right now, but Darkness should definitely be on your radar 100%. And buff Fiora. That's for Doey.
Oh, Yes. Pre-show content.
And-
Yeah, oh yeah. Buff Fiora, buff Failed Temple, buff Athalios, rework Crescendum. All right.
And rework Crescendum for sure.
All right.
And then we can buff guns for Fizz.
And a new tradition that I'm starting without my co-host's permission is at the end of every episode, I'm gonna ask for best of 3 ladder. I want best of 3 ladder, Riot.
Confirmed. Best
Please.
of 3 right. I mean, of course, we've had this conversation so many times, but I feel like it should be like from plat and above. Best of 3 ladder. I mean, I know it's not something easy they could
Fine.
do.
I'll never have to not have it available. So sure.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll always be in platinum.
Because you'll always be
fine.
Exactly.
I think everyone should have it unlocked though.
Yeah, but
Hard to in this game. Who doesn't have 3 decks? They give you like 18 when you start.
I mean, but some
Make a new
people,
account, you have like 6 decks.
but some people literally just aren't good with like 3 decks, so they're just like, nah, I'm good. Like, I don't want to play
They're
this.
ranked.
I mean, but we want them to play ranked, but we just don't want them to play best of 3s. Like, at least give them a
Get
chance.
good, nerd. Get good.
Oh wow, get good. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
All
what I'm
right,
saying.
man. All right, get good. But I agree with you, definitely. Best of 3 ladder would be amazing, especially coming from us in the we hosting this tournament. It would be amazing, just so people could more people could want to enter the tournaments, because I feel like a lot of people feel like left out because they don't play this best of 3 format. So why are they playing in tournaments? That's probably how they feel about it. I know that's how I would feel about it. I'd be like, wait, I have absolutely no experience playing this format, so why am I playing it?
Yeah, that absolutely happens. I had someone basically tell me that yesterday. That they felt like intimidated by the fact they had to do the pick and ban and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But if that was a part of the normal ranked experience with the best of 3 ladder,
That wouldn't happen.
exactly. Yeah.
Nah, I feel you. All right, we're gonna end off here. Appreciate everybody for stopping by. We're gonna be back next Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with the number 14 Mystic Shop Podcast tournament. Me and Doey. Hopefully you won't be too tired. I'll probably be tired because I get up at 6 o'clock now. But I'll try my best.
I'm like falling asleep right now.
Yo, I'm about to be like you. I'm about to start making Nah, you know what? I love tea. Coffee? Yo, bro, I can't do coffee. But tea? Earl Grey tea? Bro, that's my shit.
My wife's very into tea.
I really love some Earl Grey tea. But
Right.
But yeah, so that's it for this week. We'll be back next week. We'll like I always say every single week. Pre-show 8:30 p.m. Probably won't end up starting until like 8:45. Try for 9. Most times we'll definitely start before 9, but pre-show at 8:30 for sure. All right, we're out.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next week. All right, peace out. I know. Appreciate that.
Of course.
So yeah. We'll definitely rendezvous for the tournament next week. I don't know. Do you think? And I might. Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter if we talk about this on stream right now. But do you think we need to put breaks in between? So that we could like find a game. No, not like actual like 10-minute breaks or anything.
Oh,
but
if we're
like
gonna do that,
so we could find a game.
Tell them not to start these semis until we tell them to. We could do that. That way we could watch both halves of the semifinals.
Sounds good.
That's an option, but it does make us last another hour or so.
Like yeah, that's my issue. Like I'm already like at that time like towards 11 o'clock. I'm already like tired.
Damn.
Like Yeah, the tournament starts at like 8:30, but we don't get to semifinals until like 11. So I'm already like tired. I'm already like, all right.
So
I'm here, but I'm not here.
I think we're fine. It'd be nice if we could catch more, but like we're a Tuesday night tournament. It's not like we have all day on Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah.
This thing.
Exactly. But I was honestly, it was just something I was thinking about just to make things a little bit more organized. But it's probably something that we can't really do right now because, I mean, it's not like we have like 100 people in our tournament. It's usually only up to 30. So
right,
we're not super big, and we're single limb anyways. So like,
yeah,
people come, they're like, all right, I lost. All right, I'll see you guys later.
yeah, that's what I kind of like. Like losing in a single limb feels really terrible. Like, on Saturday, I went 2-1 in the Master Runeterra qualifier.
Mm-hmm.
I won the first game. I was like, oh yeah, I'm so good. I won the second game. I was like, yeah, I'm really good. And then the third game, I got beat up, slapped. I was just like, I guess I'm out. and that was kind of feels bad. But then I also was like, oh, well, I have the rest of my day that I could go like do whatever I want.
Exactly.
When we play in like the Swiss tournaments, it's like, all right, 1-1, cool, great. 1-2, cool. Oh, we lost game 3. All right, if I still win the next 4 in a row, then I qualify. Then I top cut, and then maybe you win 3 of them, and then lose the last one. Like that was 5 more hours of my day gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it feels bad.
I mean, there's a give and take.
Yeah, no, for sure. And
anyway.
and for that, I really like our tournament because I mean, as we see the results. Other people don't, but we see the results. Like people like Doodoo, like bro, come on. He top cuts the tournament every single week. Like even if it's just third, dude cuts
top 4 like every week.
Literally, like. There's some like even if you can say like okay maybe it's like all right you're playing Ari Kennen and maybe some 2 other decks and you just get countered like all right it happens but like it's not gonna happen every week. So it's just things to keep in mind because people say they don't really like the organization, so I was trying to figure out maybe if there's a way to fix the organization. But I think we're doing pretty good. I think the only issues is like probably how we sometimes will get like super tired.
Yeah,
but I mean we could probably fix that by probably just deciding to drink Red Bull or excite ourselves and make ourselves a little bit more enthusiastic. But other than that, we're doing good. We're doing amazing, bro. Like I like our tournament. I love our tournament, honestly.
Yeah, it's fun. I like doing it.
Yeah. Nah, I have a good time. Honestly, every Tuesday. But all right. I'm going to end this off here because I'm tired right now. I'm not going to lie to you.
All right, catch you later.
All right. Peace out, Dewey.
Bye.
All right. I'm here. It's just you and me, chat. I think I'm going to end the stream. Boom! We here. Alright, I'm tired, chat. So I'm going to end the stream off here. I'm freaking tired, bro. But I think the last thing I'm going to do is record for my video. For my Yordles and Arms video. And that's about it for the night. I'm freaking tired, bro. I'm freaking tired. Alright, give me 1 second, guys. Let me record this video. Boom. Here we go. Alright. Let's see for the YouTubers. Scroll up. Started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Really People here, coming to you with another Legends of Runeterra video. So, in this video, I'm gonna be showing you guys about a new deck that I just found out about from some of the tournaments, I've been hosting. Also, if you want to enter it, don't forget to check the links down below in the description. Tournament is every single Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you play some Runeterra and you think you're pretty good, you know, gotta come to my tournament. Like I said, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single Tuesday. But in the tournament, there's a guy. Excuse me. Not guy, but there's a really good Runeterra player by the name of Dununu. He usually brings this deck. He's been having a lot of success. So I tried it on ladder a little bit, and this deck is actually really, really good. So I'm gonna tell you guys about it. Tell you guys some of the ins and outs of it. Not all of them, of course, because I don't want this intro to be too long. But I'm definitely going to be telling you guys about a lot of the different tricks and trades. If you want to know a little bit more, don't be afraid to leave any questions or comments down below in the description. And of course, I got to hit you guys with more of the YouTube stuff. So guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And I mean, that's about it. So let's get into the video, honestly. All right. So here we go. Let me take you guys over to the deck. So, this is the deck. I named it because I was still testing it. Had to make sure it was good before I actually made a deck profile about it. Of course. Hold on, let me lower this down. Let me lower down this audio. Okay. So, I had to make a deck profile. I had to play a few games before I decided to make a deck profile about it. But we can go through each card for card, and you know, just in general, just generalizing each card, just in case people don't really know. I'm gonna tell you about each card. All right, first card, Portal Cannon. It's a 0 mana burst speed spell. To play, discard 1, create 2 daring portals in hand. Next card, we got Fizz. This is a 1 mana Yordle. When you cast a spell, stop all enemy spells and skills targeting me and give me elusive this round. To level up Fizz, you need to cast 6 spells. Once you cast 6 spells, he levels up and he gains the ability to Nexus Strike and create a Chum in the Waters in hand, which what Chums in the Water is. It grants an enemy vulnerable and summons a Longtooth. Longtooth is his 4 mana, 5/2 with Overwhelm. Boom. That's what Fizz is. So, next card, we got Scrap Heap. This is a 1 mana burst speed spell. To play, discard 1, manifest a Mecha Yordle. The Mecha Yordles are basically, I can show you guys. Actually, wait. No. It's actually here. So, Mecha Yordles are any of these Mecha Yordles here. This Scrap Heap can manifest, so basically add it to your hand. You get to basically look at 3 of these. You get to look at one copy of, basically you get a choice of 3 different choices, which would be one of each one of these, and you basically get to choose one. Alright. Next card, we got Bomber Twins. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go over all the cards first, and then I'm gonna tell you guys about some of the combos. Alright, so next card, we got Bomber Twins. This is a 2 mana, 3/2. When I'm summoned, create a random landmark that costs 2 or less in hand. Alright, next card, we got Baboon. This is a 2 mana, 3/1. When I'm summoned, create a Flame Chompers in hand. What Flame Chompers is, it's a 2 mana 0/2 with Challenger. When I'm discarded, summon me. We're also playing 3 copies of Flame Chompers, so technically we are playing 6 copies of Flame Chomper, because when we play Boom Baboon, we get a Flame Chompers. We are also main decking Flame Chompers as well. We also are playing Loping Telescope. What Loping Telescope does, or what Loping Telescope is a 2 mana 2/1 Fae. Play manifest a Celestial that costs 3 or less, epic or regional or multi-region follower. So this can get a lot of different cards. That's what this card is in here for. Next card, we got Mystic Shot. I mean, this wouldn't be a PNZ deck without Mystic Shot. This is deal 2 to anything. 9 times out of 10, this is dealing 2 to face. This is your over the top. This is the, alright, opponent is at 2. Mystic Shot does 2. So guess what? I do 2 to Nexus. GG. Alright, next card. We got 2 mana, fast speed spell, Pokey Stick. This is deal 1 to anything and draw a card. AKA, deal 1 to face and draw a card. Next card, we got Get Excited. This is a 3 mana fast speed spell. 2 play, discard 1, deal 3 to anything. Just like I said, with Mystic Shot and Pokey Stick, deal 3 to anything is deal 3 to Nexus. Next card, we got Lulu. This is a 3 mana 3/3 support. When my supported ally grows up, so support is my supported ally grows up to 4 attack and 4 health this round. So basically what you want to do is you usually want to put Lulu with Flame Choppers or Poros, Daring Poros from Poro Cannon, and buff the 1/1s or the 2 or the 0/2s into 4/4s. That's usually what you want to do. So once Lulu levels up, she obviously gains the +1 that everybody gains, and she also round start creates a fleeting help picks in hand, and then support actually becomes a 5/5 for the round instead of a 4/4. And what help picks is give an ally barrier or an enemy vulnerable this round. All right, boom. Next, we got Buster Shot. This is 4 mana slow speed spell. Costs 2 less if you have a Tristana, or if you summoned or cast cards from 4+ regions this game, it deals 3 damage. So basically, this is a 2 mana removal spell for slow speed. This card is really good. Alright, next card, Yodel Captain. When you summon another ally with equal or less attack than me, grant it +1/+1. This whole entire deck is less attack than Yodel Captain. So whatever card you summon with Yodel Captain after he hits the board will gain the +1/+1. Alright, last and certainly not least, this is the main win condition of this deck, Yordles and Arms. This is a 5 mana slow speed spell. Give allies +2/+2 this round. If you summon or cast cards from 4+ regions, give allies +4/+4 instead. So, point of this deck, if you guys haven't realized, is to build a very, very wide board and then Yordles and Arms it to win the game. Big things to notice is that Chompers and Boom 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 giving you the Chompers are really good with some of the discard outlets, things like Scrap Heap, things like Poro Cannon, and even things like Get Excited are really good with Flame Chompers, because sometimes your opponent is not expecting you to have a full big board, but then out of nowhere you do. And once you have a big board, you can Yordles and Arms and just unexpectedly kill them sometimes. Daring Poro being elusive is amazing. Fizz also, after you cast one spell, it becomes elusive. This card is literally insane. This deck is absolutely amazing, honestly. Like, Yodels and Arms is a ridiculous card. It's always been a ridiculous card. And especially with elusives and even with challenger units like Flame Chompers, Yordles and Arms is honestly just basically 5-mana Ruination. Like, honestly, that's basically what this card says. This card says, trade with me or lose the game. So that's pretty much what this deck is all about. I'm going to leave you guys off here. Don't forget to check out the games. I'm probably going to have 2, unless some of the games are really short. I might have a 3rd one. So don't forget to check that out after this. So, guys, I appreciate anybody that made it to this part of the video. And don't forget, like I just said, don't forget to check out the gameplay, which will be coming up next. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright. Peace out. Alright, guys. So that's the end of that. So I'm going to end off stream here. Let me see something. Yeah, I'm going to end off the stream here. Appreciate anybody that made it to this part of the VOD. Mystic Shop Podcast should be going up either today or tomorrow. So I'll see everybody then. I'm extremely tired, so I won't be able to make a video today, but I'll definitely be